In a beautiful way, this reminds me of what we'll call the ego's fear of love. I really don't even know how to talk about these things. Let me illustrate it this way. If you look at the ego's dilemma, which we might just call the human dilemma, if you look at any suffering that you have, it traces itself back to a sense of inadequacy. It's a felt sense that I'm not enough, or I'm undeserving of love, yada, yada, yada. The ego that believes that it's not enough, and all egos believe that, and maybe I'll talk about why. But an ego that believes it's not enough doesn't really want the thing it says it wants. The ego that believes it's not enough doesn't want unconditional love yet. Why? Because it's not enough. The ego says, let me fix myself first, and then I'll be ready for your unconditional love. And God says, but I love you right now. And then the ego looks in the mirror, sees all of its self-judgment. No, not yet. I'm not ready. I'm so incomplete. I'm not there yet. Do you see how that would be? I wonder if you can see that. It also points to the impossible game that the ego is playing, which is why we want to wake up from it, because it goes nowhere. It spins in circles. It circles a self-inadequacy that has no resolution to it, because it's just collecting imaginary opinions about itself, giving itself a temporary high. But the reason the ego eternally feels like it's not enough is because it's true that it's not enough. It's imaginary. The ego thinks it's real. Just like before awakening, you thought you were the ego. You thought that's who you were. This person that everyone else told you you were. The name you had, you thought that was really your name. You thought it was true. You had no idea that this person in your mind that you thought about was just a product of your imagination. And our search for validation was attempting to answer the question, who am I? And trying to solidify the ego that felt like it wasn't enough. Like, oh, I can become real someday if I just get enough validation from the world. This is about me. But it's an impossible game because it's imaginary. It's an illusion. If in the truth of life, there is only love and absolute freedom, then there's simply no excuse for hiding. There's no excuse for not shining your light. There's no excuse for not allowing the truth to move through you, which is to say what you really feel, tactfully and appropriately, of course. But you know what I mean? There's no attempt to manipulate other people's opinion of you by way of withholding your honesty. That would be a denial of freedom to yourself, a denial of the truth. And that's going to hurt because you are denying yourself of yourself. You know, it's wild. If we look at our human experience, in one way, I mean, my goodness, there's so much opportunity. There's so many ways to shine your light. There's so many ways to love on people, to add value, to play. But we don't. Do you see that? And if you can see that, I wonder if it makes it a little bit more clear what this whole adventure is after awakening. Because what you begin to realize is that what you are, in a manner of speaking, is a vessel that is designed to share the love of God. And your mission is to engage your human and get out of your own way and let that love flow. Isn't that interesting? I mean, look at this visual. And be gentle with yourself here, but just look. Imagine you go up to heaven, you sit next to God, and God shows you this enormous amount of love that was put inside of you, God's love. And it's beautiful. You weep uncontrollably because it's so beautiful. And God says, okay, go share this with the world. And you say no because someone might think I'm an idiot. Isn't that wild? No, it might look like I fail. No, someone might misunderstand me. Right? It's all about me. It's all about what other people will think about me. And God is saying, my dear, this is about love. This is about love. It's not about your imaginary character. I sent you here as a vessel so that this love might be shared. Before you went down there, you told me you wanted to do this job. Don't you remember? You signed up for this. But it's hard. Yeah, I told you that before you went. And you said that's the adventure. It's supposed to be hard. What is worthwhile that is not difficult? I love that visual. I think about that often. When I reflect on the sincerity in my heart that wants to do what I do, and I see the love in it, I see the beauty in it, and then I watch the resistance that's worried about what other people might think. I watch the resistance that's afraid to fail. I watch the resistance as I encounter something that's tedious, a little bit exhausting, irritating, frustrating. What do? Go back to God and say, this is hard. In one way, it's easier once you see how illusionary your character is. Easier, not easy. Definitely, there's the potential for it to be more playful. Because what you realize is that, oh, this is the game being played. This is the human assignment. This is what I came here to do. My gosh, in one way, it's so practically simple. There's a love within me that wants to flow. There's a resistance that's scared of what other people will think. That's the game. Which master are you going to serve? Love or fear?